What's going on, guys? New video today. I'm gonna be talking about life advice. 5 questions everyone should ask themselves, sometime throughout their life. But yeah, let's get it started. Got my cold brew with me today. So yeah, question 1 is, how do you stop overthinking everything? Now, for me, what really helps me not overthink things is to look at the situation. Like, for instance, like when I freestyle, I look at, okay, what am I doing? And I run it through in my head. And then I envision myself doing it and what it would feel like. And then from there, it just takes a little bit of belief, because whether or not you don't know if you're going to be able to do it or not, you still do it in that sense. So, and that's kind of what helps me not overthink a lot of things in life. But I don't know, that's a question that I think a lot of people should ask themselves, sometime in their lifetime, especially if you struggle with overthinking a lot of things, or you're indecisive with a lot of decisions that you make. Is just to take a step back, look at the situation, believe in yourself, and take it step by step. 2, how do you know what you actually want in your life? Now, for me, I felt like this because when you're a kid, parents, grown-ups, they're like, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up? For me, I felt that I always knew that I wanted to do something that challenged me. I wasn't when I was a kid, I didn't like to sit still that much. I liked to move around and do things, and I was always very athletic, so I think I knew that in that sense I wanted to go into something that was a little bit more in that realm. Health was always a big portion of my life, and still is, obviously, to this day, with Instinct Calisthenics. But I believe that not everyone kind of falls in line with what they want in life right away. But I always do feel that life kind of has its way of kind of showing you glimpses of things that you're meant to do in life, and it's upon yourself then to take action within those areas of which those hints come at you, I guess. I would say you don't always actually know what you want to do in life, but for me, in my situation, I did know that I wanted it to be more in the health and creative side of things. 3, why do people have a hard time setting boundaries? Now, for me, boundaries, I think, was a big thing. For me, like in high school, and even before that, I always had a very small group of friends. So I kept my boundaries very tight a lot of the times. I think boundaries are a good thing, and I think it's something that people should be able to, think about and learn to respect within others and for themselves, because not everyone, especially in my journey, boundaries are good, because when you have your own space to do the things that you need to do, you can get a lot more done. And also, sometimes it's good to have more regimen, because I see boundaries as more of like regimen, but also like things that you go into and you don't go into, based upon respect. And I think nowadays, people have lost a lot of respect, and so boundaries have definitely gone down the drain in a lot of aspects. If you don't know how to set boundaries, you tend to become a people pleaser, and which nothing is wrong with that. If it makes you feel good, it makes you feel good. But those are also the types of people that I've also have met that never give themselves the time of day to actually take their life to the next level. So that's kind of why I touch on boundaries and why it's good to have boundaries, because you can remember to give yourself time of day. 4, how do you deal with regret from past decisions. Definitely had to make decisions in my life to get me to where I'm at today that I didn't technically want to make, but I still did those things. You know, I think when you have decisions in your life, or you've done something in your life that you look at and you may regret the fact of like, oh my gosh, well, I did this, but what if I didn't do it, and if I did this, or you always like contemplate that, you know, that cycle leads back to overthinking. It is very important in life to where like if you really want to be something or do something, or like be, you know, continuously to like be successful with a healthy mindset, you have to know that everything, like every decision you make is because you want to make that decision. But yeah, I would say what helps me the most is to realize that I'm going in the direction that I told myself that I wanted to go from the moment that I made that decision, and I never stopped. That's kind of how I deal with things that I may have regretted doing or have done in the past. I always try to find the positive side and the greater outcome, and what did I learn from that past decision that could make me a better person today going into the future decisions. 5, why is it so hard to be honest with yourself? Now, I think a lot of people will be like, well, I'm honest with myself. I think a lot of people will just be like, well, Alex, bro, I'm honest with myself. He's like, I'm me, you know? I think the thing that people mistake is when like real challenge comes into your life. A lot of people will always be like, well, I got my back. But without noticing, people have the tendency to like always self-sabotage themselves. For me, it's kind of just what I try to do like literally every single day. What am I doing today? Okay, where should I be right now? Is the situation that I'm in, you know, something that I should be in right now? And does it help me with where I'm going? Every single day, there's multiple things that come your way, and you have the choice to make the decision. And everyone has a conscious within their head, pretty much like a little good side, a little bad side. And a lot of the times that bad side usually wins over your consciousness, and like you never really can tell with yourself, and you make the excuses of saying, you know, oh, I would have done that, you know, I would have done that. But it's not like truly what you wanted to do, or you knew better, to say the least. It's kind of a big thing that I think a lot of people should ask themselves, is if they're truly being honest with their best self, just being accountable, being honest with yourself, if you're truly doing things or if you're not doing things. And that goes for, you know, training, that goes for just eating right, that goes for being nice to people, you know, everything. And so, you know, and that's kind of why I touch on all these things, because I like to challenge you guys with how you guys are thinking. I want to make people, you know, better and better. That's why I even started Instant Calisthenics. I got the hoodie on right now, 15 available. But real quick, I wanted to say thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have a video out next Friday, so stay tuned for that. But like I said, hoodie on right now, 15 available. Instant Calisthenics, it's all limited edition, made from scratch. I made every single detail myself. I care about you guys, and I want to see this whole sport grow. And I want to see you guys flourish. And I want to see this sport of calisthenics turn into something that I wish I had when I just started. And so, to help me do that, you know where to go. Instant Calisthenics. You can purchase one of the 15 outfits for season 1, release 1 right now. I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys. Hope you have a nice day. See you in the next one.